What up, Sagittarius? Welcome back to Grizzly Tarot. My name is Dan. I will be your host this evening for this bi-weekly love reading. So let's see what's going on. Oh, wow, that did not work at all. Let's see what's going on in your love life. I don't know if I cleared it. Anyway, okay. So this can resonate to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Acknowledge, though, that it is a general read, so it's not going to resonate with every Sagittarius out there. I hope it does resonate for you. If it doesn't, though, it wasn't your turn. Somebody else needs the message more importantly, okay? So also, if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to email me at grizzlytarot@gmail.com, and I can get you set up with the, what do you call it? Personal reading. Wow, I can't talk today. If you want also, like, you can check out, just go to my channel, hit the About Me. I also say it in there. If you want to purchase a general or personal reading, you can do that, and my email's in there in case you don't know how to spell it. It's also the name of my channel at gmail.com. So, all Sagittarius is call card Celtic Cross. Sorry, that was a long dramatic pause. Ooh, that did not work at all. All right, Sagittarius. In your current situation, you have the Strength card. So there's some situation that you're trying to be strong through. Like I'm assuming like it was draining on you and you're really just trying to be strong right now, okay? Because what's opposing that and what's on top of that is the Ace of Cups in reverse, okay? And it can either be the lack of a love offer or unrequited love. I'm assuming you're trying to be strong because there was unrequited love or because you want an offer right now, but there is none, right? So you're trying to be strong. Now, in the past, you have the Emperor in reverse, which talks about kind of like relinquishing control or feeling like you have no control. So it's either you felt like you had no control in this situation, or you finally just like gave up control and you just like let it go. And you were just like, you know what, universe, take charge. Like, I'm relinquishing control. I can't do anything, blah, blah, blah. You're the almighty master. You do it, right? Which 99.99999% of the time, I want to say 100, but there's probably like a 0.0001% that it's not good. But like the majority of the time, it's up to the universe. Let the universe take control, okay? When you try and control a situation, you're going to fuck yourself, okay? So your goal here is the King of Wands in reverse, okay? I think because this situation like had you drained and you're really just trying to be strong right now, you're kind of just taking baby steps, because it's like your goal here. And let me just put it to you this way. The King of Wands upright talks about like long-term visions, investments, looking at the end goal, leadership, discipline, right? So being that this is your goal and being that it's in the reverse, I'm thinking you're looking at the short term. Like right now you're like, okay, my goal is to worry about today and tomorrow. That's it, okay? Not even tomorrow. Let me worry about today, right? You wake up tomorrow, okay, let me worry about tomorrow because it'll be then today, right? So I think your goal here is really just to worry about what's in front of you right now and not worry about the future. You're like, you know what? I'm not concerned about like what's coming in the future. Like I relinquish control. Like I'm just being strong right now. And I'm just going to worry about what I can focus on right here, right now, in the present moment. I'm not going to worry about the future, okay? And what's driving you here is the Two of Pentacles, okay? It's a juggling act. It's where you're trying to decide something. You're like weighing your options, weighing the pros and cons of a situation, right? Excuse me. And it's like, okay, so it's Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, which is like stable and like tangible energy. So you're like sitting there trying to like decide like, okay, what's the most sensible here? What's the most logical? And like, what's the most stable thing to do here. Okay, and that's why you're looking at the short term right now, because you're just trying to think like, okay, what's like the most like stable next step? What do I do next that can just slowly get me to my goal, right? And you're just weighing out your options and like trying to see like what's the best option to go forward, right? And to get through today and this and that, right? Which is great. Now your near future, and this is awesome, you have the 10 of Cups, okay? So whatever's coming to you in the near future, you're going to get full emotional fulfillment, whether it's the situation resolving itself and whatever's going on, like with this person, like fixing itself, or it's a new person, right? Or it's you just being emotionally fulfilled within yourself, right? So it could be any of these things. But the 10 of Cups talks about like emotional fulfillment. It's also like known as like the happy family loving situation. Like you see, it's a happy couple, 2 beautiful children, they have a house, they own all this property, and like it's a beautiful day out with a rainbow and all this and that, right? So it's like the ultimate like emotionally fulfilled situation, right? So you have that coming up in your near future. That's fucking awesome. What it is specifically, whether it's a person or this person you're already dealing with it, or whether it's a new person, the person you're already dealing with, or just you being emotionally fulfilled within yourself, I can't tell you, okay? Apply it to your situation and go from there and let me know what it is, right? This reading's actually going a lot quicker than I thought. I guess I shuffled kind of quick, but it's a very straightforward read. So now you have the Lovers in reverse. This is your internal influence, okay? Lovers in reverse talks about disconnection, right? It can also be like disharmony, but like, I think, yeah, this is unrequited love. You're disconnected from whoever this person was, right? You're disconnected. You feel that you're disconnected, like you're just being strong and just like moving forward because it was an unrequited love situation. Like, I would say maybe you're the one who didn't love them, but because these energies could be vice versa, but and like, okay, I'm just saying. How do I articulate words? Dan? Words. It's been a long day. I worked and it's Sunday and I've been up since 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday. Fuck is wrong with me? So I'm saying like it could be a situation where like you're the one who like doesn't love this person, whatever, and like that's why you feel the disconnect. But I really don't think that's the case. I just figured I would say it because maybe it is, but I really think it's you were the one who's like really loved this person and you're feeling this disconnection here, and this person didn't love you back. And you're just trying, and that's why you're trying to be strong. That's why I think it's you, because you're the one trying to be strong in this situation, okay? If you didn't love them and like in this situation, like why would you need to feel strong, right? Mom's making dinner. So basically, like I said, yeah, like you're the one who was trying to extend your offer or whatever, and like this person didn't love you back, so you're feeling the disconnect right now. I really beat the shit out of that. There was no reason for that. I guess I was trying to make it sound proper. Now whoever you're dealing with, they have the Moon card, like so it's your external energy. I 90% of the time read this as them, right? So they have the Moon card, which talks about like secrets. It talks about illusions. It talks about like withdrawing. So like maybe they're just like withdrawn from you and they're holding back from you. They're holding something back from you because it's a card of secrets, right? So there's something they're holding back from you here. I don't know. Or it's just they're just afraid right now. I'm not sure what they're afraid of, but it's a card of being afraid. Or like fears. So like they have fears about this, right? Who knows? Apply it to your situation. I'm not really sure. Okay. Your hope here, you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Pentacles is a card of like working on yourself, or just working towards a goal, right? Working towards a goal. That's the best way to put it. Okay. So in the reverse, it can either be not working towards something, or it can be working on yourself. Okay. So I think your hope here, maybe you're hoping like not to work on the situation because it's unrequited love. Why would you work on a situation, or why would you try and work on something with someone when they don't love you, right? If you're the one who loves them, why would you try and work on it and make it better if they're the one who doesn't love you, right? It would be them who needs to work on it, and then who like should either, if it was a harmonious situation, they would love you. But like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, they're supposed to love you, because maybe they're just not the one. Maybe they're not supposed to be your partner, right? So your hope here is, maybe you're hoping like to not put any more work into this because it like drains you and like it really upset you, right? Or your hope here is to work on yourself and just focus on yourself right now. Okay, and I think it's more of that one, because you're focusing on the short-term goal right now because you're not really sure which way to go. So you're really just hoping to work on yourself and like focus on like what you need to do, right? Now your fear here is a Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords is a card of like, it can be like retreating to like think, and like contemplate and like, what's the word? I want to say meditate, but like, no. Oh, it's like a card of like waiting to strike. Or it can be a card of like laying something to rest, like putting an end to it, like, right? But it's in the reverse. So it can be like your fear is, I guess it's staying open, or it not being laid to rest and not figured out, because it's Swords energy. So it's like thinking, it's mental energy. So it's like, upright would be kind of like retreating and like taking time to sit there and think about like what to do or where to go and this and that. In the reverse, it's like you either don't know what to do, or like you haven't put it to rest because you haven't figured out what to do, or it's not ended, whatever the situation is, right? Or just like mentally restless. So I think maybe you're afraid of like being mentally restless over this situation. But as long as you're working towards your goals and focusing on like what you need to do in the short term, like the steps you need to take to do it, to get where you need to go, whether it's in love or life, like I don't think you're going to be mentally restless. In a way, I want to say distract yourself. That's not the healthiest thing for me to say, so I don't mean to distract yourself. I just mean keep yourself occupied in what matters, okay? Sitting here dwelling on this, whatever it is not what matters. Focus on these short-term goals. Focus on like your next step, so like what you need to do, okay? That's my best advice here. But that's not even your advice card. That's just something I'm throwing out there, right? So that way you're not mentally restless over this. Now, your outcome here, another awesome card, the King of Pentacles, okay? King of Pentacles is like the super wealthy king, right? The guy who has pretty much anything and everything he could ever want, okay? Let me show you. Does he look unhappy? No. And although he's not smiling, it's kind of like a, I have everything I want. Like sitting back and just enjoying your luxuries, right? He's got the pentacle. He's got his little scepter, if that's what you want to call it. He's got this beautiful robe. He's sitting on an awesome chair, chair. Who sits on chairs, right? We only sit on thrones out here, Sag gang. I'm a Sag, by the way. So your outcome here, like I take this basically as like you're gonna have everything you want. Everything you want is going to come to you, and it's going to come by focusing on these short-term goals. Okay, sure, like yeah, I make long-term goals and like have those long-term goals, but it's like, okay, say you want, perfect example, I want a booming YouTube channel, right? That's what I'm doing right now, right? My long-term goal is to do YouTube full-time and be able to make these videos and, you know, support myself by doing YouTube because I think it's fun. I enjoy doing tarot, right? So it's like, okay, that's my long-term goal. But what short-term goals do I need to do or to have to get there, right? It would be, okay, you need to produce X amount of videos a week. You need to be constantly putting out content. You need to edit videos and like do this and that and like do personal readings, like whatever, right? All things you need to do. There's short-term goals that I'm focusing on to get to where I need to do. So to get to where I need to go. So basically, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Dinner's ready. Yeah, I want to do YouTube part-time or full-time so that way, you know, I could get out in my own apartment. I'm actually moving into an apartment in a month, but mama don't know yet. But you're going to have everything you want, right? You're going to have everything that you're asking for, it's going to come. Just focus on these baby steps, like the steps to get to these little goals that will lead to the big goal, right? So the undertone of the read here is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It talks about letting go. And actually, as I picked it up, the cards kind of went like that, and I saw the Ten of Wands in reverse behind it, okay? Drop this burden. The bottom of the deck is the undertone of the read. Four of Pentacles in reverse talks about letting go, okay? Surrendering, okay? Let go, surrender. In the past, you dropped the control, okay? And you started just focusing on like the little tasks that you need to do. This whole read is about letting go. Like whether it's this person or just the worry of the situation in general. Letting go, okay? And I think it's the worry of the situation in general because you have the Ten of Wands in the reverse right underneath that. Dropping the burdens. Just dropping the burdens, dropping the stressors, and no longer carrying this big burden on your back, right? So your advice here, you have the Hangman in the reverse. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay stagnant, okay? The Hangman is literally a man sitting there hanging upside down. He can't move. In the reverse, it means coming out of that stagnation, okay? Don't stay stuck on this. You're being strong. Keep being strong. Keep focusing on those short-term goals that you need to do, okay? Because it's going to lead to you having everything you could ever want. It's leading to this emotional fulfillment coming up, okay? Don't stay stuck. Keep moving forward. So, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it made sense. To me, it seems to make sense, like, pretty well. If you like this, awesome. Please give me a thumbs up, like it, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. I really appreciate it. And again, if you would like personal reading, feel free to email me at grizzlytarot@gmail.com and get you set up with a personal reading. And yeah, stay tuned for next week for your bi-weekly general read. So, catch you guys in the next video. Be well.